you've been watching the vlog for a while, then you know that early last year I had a project with a client from Switzerland. In that project, I helped the client to visualize an idea for a platform that they had, a kind of a marketplace platform. So I've created the branding for it and kind of did the mock-ups for the whole product. And they liked it, and they actually want to start a company, a startup company around it. And I was tasked with finding a developer that can actually build this platform. So the client wants to have first version ready, built in 3 months. And I have to interview several developers, find out who's fit for the job, excellent developer, can do it on time, and how much it will probably cost. So I'm gonna do several interviews. First, I will be talking with Ayal, my partner, because he's a super great developer and I would love to work with him, but I'm not sure he's available. So I'm looking for developers elsewhere. Two places that I'm looking for developers in right now are Crew, which is a company that helps you find developers or designers to build product, and TopTal, which is also a company that has top level developers and they help you find a great developer. The reason that I'm not looking in places like Upwork and stuff like that is because I think there's just too many people there and they're not perhaps highly selected. So I'd rather look in a place where the developers were really vetted before, so I know they're high quality, even if that means they're more expensive, just to make my work, you know, as somebody who's looking to hire a developer, easier. So right now I'm going to have the first interview, Skype interview, with a developer that Crew connected me with, and I'm gonna show him the project and see what he says. Hey Ollie. Right, first interview went well. It was with a developer named Ollie from England. Made a pretty good impression. I've sent him the InVision mockups. He went through them, asked some questions about the complexity of some features, whether there will be payments, languages, stuff like that. I've asked about which technologies he's going to use, and he said he's using usually Python and Django, which are technologies that I'm personally, as a designer, not really familiar with. Ayal, our developer, usually uses Meteor, so I'm not really sure if that's a good thing, a bad thing. But anyway, I'm heading right now to meet Ayal. I want to show him the project, try to convince him to take it, see if he thinks he can do it within 3 months, and hear his opinion about those technologies. Alright, so I just finished a discussion with Ayal and he asked way more questions, and it actually makes me think that Ollie wasn't maybe serious enough because he didn't ask as many questions as Ayal, and Ayal really poked inside the mock-ups and was like, what does this feature do? How does this button work? And he asked questions which made you realize how many things in the product I wasn't really thinking through yet, and I still have a lot of design work to do. And if I don't know how complicated the features are, how can you know if the development is complicated? Anyway, I've got to talk right now with a TopTal recruiter, see if she can help me find other developers from TopTal. Alright, so I just got off the phone with the recruiter from TopTal. She was very nice. First of all, she called me on the phone from San Francisco, which is very, very nice. So it turns out the process over there is a bit more complicated. I have to deposit $500 to talk to their director of engineering, which will kind of help me understand what technologies I should be using, and then kind of estimate how long the project will take, and only then they will connect me to relevant developers. So I've already paid them the money and scheduled a call for today, very late here. It's actually 9:30 p.m. I usually don't work late, but today Noah is going out anyway, and I really want to
get this done as fast as possible so I can give my client a proposal. So I've scheduled this really late. I'm gonna have a talk soon with another developer from Crew, then head back home to pick up Tommy, and then do this other talk. This day is gonna be super long. Alright, so I just finished another call. This day is already very tiring to me. Anyway, this time it was with a guy called Esteban who runs a development shop in Montreal, Canada. And it's funny, he asked about completely different things, and every developer I talk to I kind of learn more and see the problems from a different perspective. Anyway, he was super professional, made me think about things differently, and he's gonna send me a proposal. He's gonna actually break down all the features into costs, and he's gonna send it to me that way. By the way, all of them I've suggested that I will do the front end on Webflow instead of them doing it, but Esteban said that he wouldn't want to do that because he'd like to do the front end himself. Ayal obviously loves when I'm doing the front end on Webflow. But to me it also matters, because if I have to do the front end development, it takes me more time. Anyway, I need to rest a little bit. I'm gonna go home, spend some time with Tommy, and then have the last call with the TopTal technology guy.
So I just finished the last interview of the day with Yener, the director of engineering at TopTal. By the way, this is way too late for me to work, so I'm really not sharp right now. Anyway, he's a very nice guy from Colombia. He actually recommended a few different technologies. He proposed Ruby on Rails in Laravel, which I never heard, something with PHP. So overall, I'm not sure about the technology, but let me tell you what I did understand after talking with several people. Kind of the more I talk to other developers, I learn more and I understand what I need. And the thing that most gave me confidence about the developers is not the ones who said, yes, sure, we can get it done, are the ones who started to ask me more questions about how this actually works and started to really dig into the complexities, and were really afraid that something there is going to be very complicated, because this actually showed me how serious they were. So, and I think the winners in that category were Ayal, my developer partner, and actually the Canadian guy, Esteban. Those guys gave me the feeling that they were most serious. But anyway, what I got to understand today is that the prices for these kind of marketplace platform, range from around $25,000 to perhaps $30,000 or even $40,000, depending on the various features and the developer that we'll choose. So I think I learned a lot today. I'm not really sure who we're gonna go with. I'm gonna share all this information with my client, and we'll get to an agreement or a decision together. But I definitely learned a lot today, and it was definitely very, very tiring. But I must also say that the experience of working with both Crew and TopTal was a good experience, and I won't hesitate to hire a good developer from either of them. Anyway, hope you guys have a great day. I will catch you tomorrow.